Hello, my name's Frances Edmonds and I'm the Director of Environmental Programs for HP Canada. Today we're going to be talking about how to save money in your business and protect the environment at the same time. Most Canadians don't understand the link between energy efficiency and climate change. Simply put, burning fossil fuels, which generates most of the energy that we use across the country, creates CO2, which most scientists will tell us today is causing climate change. So it not only makes sense for you to reduce the amount of energy that you're using because it saves you money, it also helps protect the environment. So how do you know how much energy or fossil fuels you're actually consuming? Across the country, each province has a different mix of fossil fuels versus nuclear or, say, hydro. HP's carbon footprint calculator, which we make freely available to you, will do the calculations for you. It will tell you, for our products such as PCs, printers and monitors, how much energy each of those products uses and tell you what that's equivalent in carbon dioxide. So you can calculate the savings from changing the way you run your current IT systems or buying newer, more energy efficient products and calculate the savings both in cost and greenhouse gases. There are two basic things that you need to do. The first one is optimizing your existing IT infrastructure, and the second one is, as you go to replace that infrastructure or add to it, is to buy with the environment in mind. So let's look at the first one. There are a couple of things that you can do that very easily will help you reduce your power consumption without costing you any money, and it doesn't get any better than that. One example is the HP Power Assistant. This comes pre-installed on your PCs or notebooks that you bought from HP, and it allows you to reduce the power consumption of those products when you're not using them, thus saving energy. Another example would be in printing. The biggest impact from printing is the use of the paper, and HP offers you two very simple ways to reduce that impact. The first one would be to download Smart Web Printing, which is HP's free software that enables you to print simply what you want from a website instead of printing all those extra pages with one line or the adverts on it. So you significantly reduce the amount of paper used, actually up to about 45%. The other one would be to use the duplex capability on printers. Most printers today have the ability to print on both sides. And if you enable that and require it to be the default, you can save at least 25% of your paper. The second thing to think about is when you're buying new equipment and replacing your old equipment, how can you make sure that that equipment is greener and has less of an impact and less cost for you over the lifetime of the product? So it's not just the initial purchase price, it's the operating cost of that product in terms of energy, and of course thinking about how to manage it at the end of its life. So the simplest thing to think about is to look for ENERGY STAR qualified products. ENERGY STAR products can use up to 15% less energy and up to 30% less in warmer climates, because obviously you have to cool to offset the heating from the IT products themselves. Products that are ENERGY STAR qualified will automatically go into sleep mode after a certain amount of inactivity. Computers use up to 75% less energy when in sleep mode. We should also be thinking about products having fewer chemicals in them. The great news is HP has been working very hard in this area. The HP Envy printer is PVC and BFR free, and HP's 2011 notebook and desktop lineup is entirely free of PVC and BFR. HP also makes it easy for you to help understand what other environmental attributes you would have of that product by putting a label called an Eco Highlights label on our best performers from an environmental standpoint. And it tells you things like how that product was shipped to you, whether it's ENERGY STAR qualified, may even contain some recycled content. For example, HP also offers printers made with up to 35% recycled plastic, like the HP OfficeJet Pro E all-in-one, which delivers 50% lower energy use and cost per page than competitive laser printers, and yields an 80% reduction in packaging and supplies waste over the life of the printer. We've talked about the energy usage of a product and the chemicals that can be in it. How the product is shipped to you also has a footprint, and it's an important part of reducing the footprint of the products that we're bringing to you. HP's done a lot of work in this area, and I'm proud to tell you that all of the products shipped in North America are shipped using SmartWay transportation providers. This means that the providers who are shipping the goods have done some very basic things like having anti-idling policies, low friction tires, and are really minimizing the impact of that transportation on getting the product to you. If you want more information, please go to www.hp.ca/environment or check out our Live Green tab on our Facebook site.